he was here for 4 years. He has the information about how basically Manchester City maybe do the same kind of fouls and time wasting and everything that Arsenal did against your team. So what do you think about that? Because he's your friend, he was your assistant. Seems a little bit of a betrayal of, I don't know, trust or information.
Did he say that?
Yeah.
What did he say
specifically? I was there for 4 years.
Yeah, you're right. And?
Well, it was to a question about his tactics and the time wasting, the sort of fouls. The implication was, he didn't actually say these words, but the implication was, yeah, I've been there for 4 years, and I know what goes on there. The same.
Well, next time Mikel has to be more clear.
May I ask you then, you're not aware of him saying that at all?
No, next time has to be more clear exactly what does it mean. What he said, he was here for years, and we know exactly what happened here. So because it can be related in all the process now with 155 charges, maybe it's about that. He knows the information about that, maybe, or maybe have something like, I don't know, because really next time I have to see more clear
well,
exactly
this is kind
what
of
happened.
The point. I think he said it in this way on purpose. I think he left it hanging to sort of cause people to think, oh, what does he mean, and maybe cause you
Okay, next time, like a good relation I have with him, hopefully this question has been asked. I can answer exactly what does it mean, what I said. He was here, and I know what's happening here, and instead to be clouds there, to be more precise. And no, because we spoke with Tex after the game, and that's all.
Pep, just back on Rodri, you've had some big injuries before in your time here, and you've always managed to find solutions. Obviously, memorably, I think in the 18-19 season, you lost Fernandinho for maybe most of the last 3 months, and Gundogan came in there. It was great. You won the last final 14 Premier League games. Kevin, 5 months last season. Haaland, 2. Lots of other seasons. Aguero. Do you feel, though, with Rodri out for the whole season early on, that this is maybe going to be your biggest challenge in terms of finding a solution to a major injury to a key player in the 7 years you've had it?
Everybody knows, even our opponents, how happy they are. Everybody know in the mindset now realize that Rodri is part of the fundamental for many things and many processes. That is the truth. But what can we do? We complain and say, I'm so sorry. When Rodri come back, we start to fight again. We have to find a solution as a team. Me as a manager to the players, okay, these are important players, otherwise we have not played them 1,000 million minutes that, played and consistent, is recovering and whatever. So, but we have to move forward, move on. So we cannot, so when we lose, it's because we have to find a way, and we are going to find a way. I'm so optimistic of myself and my team, and we are going to find a way. That's for sure. We're going to knowing that is an important player, but as you said, Fernandinho was in that time, and Sergio has won him many times, of Kevin have been out many times. Kevin was 1 year injured, almost 6-7 months. A lot of time injured, and he didn't play much, and we won again. So yeah, we have to find a way. We have to find a way to do it, because the team is good, the players are extraordinary in terms of mindset and togetherness, and we are going to try to do it.
Do you think it's quite important that over the next few weeks especially, you show you can cope? Because opponents might look and see no Rodri, and that gives them a big lift.
No, I understand, for the opponents, I understand that, but we play 4 games this season without him, and we want it, and of course it's important, but even we won a lot of games, we will be missed. But we have to try to do it, and when we lose a game, okay, so we'll not be specific for Rodri. Rodri is replaceable for that. You have something that is difficult to find, but not here, in all around the world. So you said, okay, Pep, you have money to buy a player like Rodri. It's not in the market. This is really good. But it's what it is. I'm so sad for him, because nobody deserves it. He needs it. But it's what it is. I do. Hopefully surgery went well, and time, recovery, and with the players that we have, because this is the challenge, At the end, the team needs this type of challenge. The opponents, I said last press conference, so we don't expect everything will be smooth and comfortable and easy for everyone. There is no team that won't more beaten than us here in England. So we felt it, we smell it, that again, City, they don't like them, at all. So we respect that, okay. So without the problem, okay, but let's go, let's try it.
Hi Pep, is Erling all right for this weekend after going away this week? And he was pretty fired up against Arsenal on Sunday. Did you like that extra side of him?
I would say that sometimes the emotions are so there when you are, Gabriel said perfectly in the press conference, so after the match, so this is a war. We have here to provoke the opponent, to push them, and at the end, what can you do? So we have to, okay, you provoke me, okay, I'm there. You want a war? I will war. So what have to do? And after the motions are the motions, so I'm pretty sure he's not proud, but listen, the type of challenge that Arsenal challenges, I understand it.
When you have such a big blow to a key player, I know it's obviously personally very, very sad for Rodri, but does it affect the morale of the overall group to lose someone so key for such a long time, and does it also affect your morale?
With Oscar, the morale when Oscar was injured in the preseason. Of course, Rodri is another step for what happened in these years, but when one guy is injured, we are so sad. But at the end, he knows we are there. Now we'll be a long time in Madrid, with family, recovery there, with the doctors, the physios there. When we come back here, with our open arms, we'll be more than, we'll give him more than welcome to come back to us. But yeah, and after that, you have to, okay, what for game? We have to play, And now Newcastle, we're going to Champions League, and after Fulham home, and after we see what happens.
Because obviously it's one thing dealing with the Rodri missing the game in a physical sense, what he brings to a team, but how do you lift the dressing room that are having to deal with one of their key players?
We have a huge personalities in the dressing room, and Rodri is one of them by far, but other qualities, and everyone had to make a step forward, When you have this type of players, step forward to do it more. Is what it is. Everybody knows how important it is, how important Rodri is for us. Everybody knows it. But so that means we have to do extra, to replace this absence for a long, long time.
Pep, you were talking about about January earlier. How difficult is it going to be to find someone that is like for like that can play in that position? Because it seems like the club have been looking for 2 years.
Exactly. Right now, I'm not thinking to find anyone. But the scouting of the department from Chiki, of course, they are always connected to the players. But we are 9 man. I don't find this team. But that I said, so until January have time, and maybe the situation. So I feel we need something, and maybe the opportunity is possible, not possible, and we will take a decision. So with Rodri fit, we'll not absolutely think about that. But now we see. Now I'm not able to take a decision right now. First, because it's not possible to do it. And second, because I want to see my team, how we react all together.
Do you think it's sort of long-term towards, as we get into January, February, later on in the season, it's more likely that one of the existing players, someone like Bernardo Silva maybe, alters his position on a more permanent basis if you were to play sort of two in midfield? I
have solutions. Players can play in that position. Can play. There's the long balls, he's present to win the ball, the transitions offensive, defensive is the best. So we cannot. I said to the long balls, Rodri win now, we're going to lose. Lose, 10-10. With Joelinton tomorrow, we're going to lose. But it's not a problem. As much as far away, ready for the second, big low Joelinton. We'll recover maybe 4, 5, 6 seconds later. Yeah, but this is what it is. We have to adapt with the players that we have. And the other ones, they give us something and maybe Rodri don't have, Or maybe one cannot do it, we will put 2 players. Maybe we'll help, to do the process what they have to do. And that, when it's going to happen? When I'm going to see game by game and see what happened. Maybe we'll be late because we're going to lose a lot of games. I don't know. But at the end, we are, 5 fixtures we play, 5 games. No, we played 5 games already, In Premier League? Is still 33, right? 33 left games, 99 points. So a lot of things going to happen.
Pep, obviously it's a very serious injury for Rodri. Like you said, I presume you've spoken to him this week, and how is he feeling?
Well, I spoke with him before, 2 days ago, before Watford. And yeah, it was a bit sad. But at the same time, okay, we're going to do it. It's happened. And what I said, when a game like an Arsenal game, and he make the gesture, you know, to go out, knowing Rodri, that had to be something dangerous. Otherwise, he's stubborn. He would have stayed on the pitch. So when he went out, it's because he felt something that just the players felt it. Always were optimistic that the fact, okay, will be maybe less, but unfortunately it was the worst. And yeah, I'm going.
You spoke a little bit about Rico Lewis earlier, stepping into that position. Obviously, he's played a number of positions for you. What does that say about his intelligence that he can, you know, play in that sitting role as well as play at fullback?
Never played as alone, but alongside to the other one, always play good and in positions more advanced, like attacking midfielder pocket. It's one of the best that we have, and so far. So except Arsenal game, a few more games he played in 45 minutes, seconds against Brentford, play all the minutes, and always have been the best. So that's why I say no, the replacement for Rodri and Rico, no. It's impossible. But he give us something alongside to Koba, or alongside to John, to Manu, with Gundo. At the end we can do things that maybe can work. We see.
Last two guys, one each for Sam and Michael, please.
Hi, Pep. Have the players done the vote for the captaincy yet? And if so, could you tell us who's in the
Yeah,
group?
Kyle is the captain, vice-captain Kevin, Ruben, Rodri, Bernardo, Gundo.
So 6 players.
Yeah, because it was tight. It was too tight.
You're going to end up with 11.
No, well, for me it doesn't matter. As much they have, less problems we will have.
Back on the injuries, you've had 3 pretty significant injuries already this season. Obviously Nathan, Oscar, and now Rodri. You haven't had many injuries over the last couple of years, and we've spoken a lot about the number of games, the impact on the players. Do you think this is already a sign of the number of games players have had in the last couple of years?
It's not the muscular injuries like maybe this one is maybe my concern. This is the trauma from Oscar and the trauma in Rodri's. You know, it depends because the fatigue, for tired, for Oscar was not tired, you know, that is an action within the training session. So Osemo is unlucky, but yeah, I think all the clubs, you know, in general have a lot, but yeah, it's what it is. So we accept that and go. Thank you, guys.